Hello. So most people think buy-to-let is about rent minus the mortgage. That rule was written by people who have never run property at scale. They believe that if rent covers the bills, they're safe, and they're not. Because property doesn't fail loudly, it bleeds quietly, month after month, when you're getting it wrong. Till one day, you realize the numbers, they were just never on your side. So, let me tell you the real rule. Here's the real rule. Property profit isn't made in visible costs, it's destroyed in the invisible costs. The ones that no spreadsheet template warns you about, the ones that don't show up in year one, the ones that make good landlords quit and bad landlords blame the market. So let's today reset the board. The first hidden cost is friction. Every tenancy has drag, it's a fact. Voids, late payments, admin delays, contractors who don't show up, agents who always respond tomorrow. None of that's dramatic, none of it will make headlines, but that friction, it compounds. One empty month every few years, a delayed rent here or there, an extra visit here or there needed. Individually, they all feel quite manageable. Collectively, they erase your margin. And the amateur response is just optimism. It'll be fine most months. The professional response is acceptance. The cost is not optional, it's a law. If you don't budget for that friction, you're borrowing money from your future self with interest. So understand it, know it. The second hidden cost is decision fatigue. This one doesn't appear on any business balance sheet. It drains real money. Every text, every call, every give me a quick decision please, every Saturday afternoon or evening you spend thinking about a broken boiler instead of your life. Time's not free. Just because you don't invoice for it, landlords who don't price their own attention make emotional decisions. They delay rent increases, tolerate bad tenants, they ignore small problems until they become expensive ones. It's not because they're lazy, it's because they're overloaded. And that cost shows up later. Underperformance, stress, landlords exiting where they should have been upgrading their property, upgrading the systems. If your system needs you constantly, you're tied to it. The third hidden cost is capital decay. Now this is the one that kills things long term. Every property is aging every year, whether you like it or not. Roofs don't fail when it's convenient. Electrics don't care about your cash flow. Compliance doesn't pause just because you had a good year. Most landlords do budget for repairs, but almost none budget for degradation. The difference matters because replacing a roof, it's not maintenance, it's capital expenditure. Ignoring that gap creates fake profit. I'll deal with it later. But you just haven't got the money left. Now here's the uncomfortable truth. If your deal only works when nothing goes wrong, it doesn't work. That's not pessimism, that's just clever operations, smart operations. Buying property is the easy part. Lasting is the hard part. Landlords who last do not chase the upside, they design for erosion. They assume friction. They treat capital decay as inevitable. And because of that, they sleep sound and they scale. They stay in it for the long run while others burn out, blaming tenants, agents, interest rates, taxman. So the next time you run the numbers, don't ask, does this cash flow? Ask this instead. Does this still work when reality shows up? Because it always does. Quietly, on schedule, and it does not negotiate. Now, if you found the video useful, please like and subscribe so you can catch more insights like this one. No fluff, just the real rules of property investing. Thanks for watching.